Hey, this is Football X Analytics. This video analyzes the second quarter of Super Bowl I. Link in the description to the first quarter. Here's a summary. After both teams traded punts, the Packers got on the board with a 37-yard touchdown pass between Bart Starr and Max McGee. The Chiefs countered with a drive of their own, but when it stalled, the 40-yard field goal attempt was no good. Green Bay ran one play and the quarter ended. Kansas City Chiefs 0, Green Bay Packers 7. Second and 7 on Green Bay's 23-yard line. The Packers set up in a split back formation. Start with a quick pass to Max McGee, but overthrows it. A bad pass. Third and 7. Taylor and Pitts in the backfield. Start a pass. He throws to. It looks like a 9-step drop back. He throws to Carroll Dale, but it's incomplete. He was well covered by Willie Mitchell. Look at the replay. Mitchell knocks the ball away, and Cheryl Hedrick almost gets an interception as the ball bounces off of Dale before it hits the ground. That would have been wild. Fourth and 7. Nothing going for the drive. The punting unit comes onto the field. Don Chandler punts the ball 45 yards. Emmett Thomas receives the ball on the 32-yard line and runs for 2 yards. Kansas City Chiefs will start on their own 34-yard line with 14:24 left to play. Dawson rolls out, getting pressure from Willie Davis. He throws towards the middle of the field and finds Mike Garrett. Ooh, nice. He just dodged one and 2 players. Still on his feet. The Packers eventually surround him and take him down on the 50-yard line. A 17-yard pass completion for a first down. Let's take a look at that play again. Gets past one defender, 2. Gets a great block. A third defender is too slow. Dave Robinson almost had him, but Garrett slips away. Using 6 players, Green Bay finally brings him down. And with that play, let's take a look at Mike Garrett, graduate of University of Southern California. His collegiate stats include 3,221 rushing yards and scored 30 touchdowns. Led the nation in 1965 with 267 carries for 1,440 yards. First USC player since 1927 to rush over 1,000 yards in a season. 3-time first team All-Pacific Coast Conference, a recipient of the Pop Warner Trophy 1965, the Chick Harley Award also 1965, United Press International Player of the Year, W.J. Voigt Memorial Trophy, and he's also the Heisman Trophy winner in 1965. He went with the Kansas City Chiefs, who drafted him in the 20th round in the 1966 AFL Draft. He played with the Chiefs from 1966 to 1970. He would get traded to San Diego Chargers, where he would continue to play until 1973. His professional career stats include 5,481 rushing yards, 4.2 yards per carry, and scored 35 touchdowns. He also has 2,010 receiving yards and 13 touchdowns. He is a Super Bowl champion, 2-time AFL champion, 2-time first team All-AFL, 2-time AFL All-Star. He is a member of the Kansas City Chiefs Hall of Fame, College Football Hall of Fame, and the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. Now let's get back to the game. First and 10 on the 50-yard line. Dawson hands off to Burt Cohen, who rushes up the middle for 3 yards. Second and 7. Curtis McClinton, the fullback, gets the ball and rushes up the middle for 6 yards. Third and short. Another run play. Burt Cohen runs towards the left side on the line for 2 yards. First down. The Chiefs are playing hard-nosed football with 3 consecutive runs against the tough Green Bay defense. First and 10. Play action pass. Dawson with plenty of time rolls slightly left. He finds Otis Taylor for a big catch. 31-yard completion and a first down. Otis Taylor is tackled by Tom Brown. Watch the replay as the Packers are all in for the run play, but it's Dawson who has lots of time to find Otis Taylor. Dawson throws a beautiful pass and Taylor is down on the 7-yard line, giving the Chiefs a first and goal situation. With that catch, let's take a look at Otis Taylor's background. A graduate of Prairie View A&M University, he led his team to become champions of the Southwestern Athletic Conference in 1963. He is an NAIA First Team All-American, First Team Little All-American 1964. Taylor has 42 touchdown receptions during his college career. Drafted in the 4th round in the 1965 AFL Draft by the Kansas City Chiefs, his career stats consist of 410 receptions for 7,306 yards and 57 touchdowns. He is a Super Bowl champion, 2-time AFL champion, awarded the AFL Championship MVP in 1969, United Press International AFC Player of the Year 1971, 2-time First Team All-Pro, First Team All-AFL, 2-time Pro Bowl, AFL All-Star 1966, and a 2-time First Team All-Pro. He is the AFL Receiving Touchdowns Co-Leader in 1967 and NFL Receiving Yard Leader in 1971. He is a member of the Kansas City Chiefs Hall of Fame, Prairie View Sports Hall of Fame, and Black College Football Hall of Fame. Now let's see if the Chiefs can punch this in for a touchdown. First and goal on the 7. Dawson play action pass again. Plenty of time. He finds Curtis McClinton for a 7-yard touchdown. Dawson fakes the handoff to Burt Cohen, and that allows the play to mature as Dawson throws to McClinton. Might have been a mix-up on the route as there were two receivers in the area. So far, that was the best drive by the Kansas City Chiefs. On that drive, Dawson was 3 for 3, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Let's take a deeper dive with Len Dawson. A graduate from Purdue University, he threw for 3,325 yards and 29 touchdowns in 3 years. First team All-Big Ten, named All-Big Ten quarterback for the 1955 and 56 seasons. Drafted 5th overall by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 1957 NFL Draft. Unable to make an impact, he was traded to the Cleveland Browns, where he was released after the 1961 season. He signed with the Dallas Texans in 1962, reuniting with Hank Stram, who had been an assistant coach for Purdue University. That same year, he led the Texans to their first league title, defeating the two-time defending champions Houston Oilers in a double overtime thriller. The team moved to Kansas City and renamed the Chiefs in 1963. From 1962 to 1969, he threw more touchdown passes than any other quarterback during that time. He's a Super Bowl champion, 3-time AFL champion, Super Bowl MVP 1970, AFL Most Valuable Player 1962, AFL Championship MVP 1966, NFL Man of the Year 1973, 2-time First Team All-AFL, 6-time AFL All-Star, and a Pro Bowl in 1971. He was the AFL Passing Touchdowns Leader 4 times, AFL Passing Rating Leader 6 times, and a 7-time AFL Completion Percentage Leader. He is a member of the AFL All-Time Team, Kansas City Chiefs Hall of Fame, and the Professional Football Hall of Fame. His career stats include 28,711 passing yards, 239 touchdowns, 57% passing completions, and a winning percentage of 61%. We will go back to the game to Mike Mercer for the extra point. And it's good. And with that, we have a tied ball game. Kansas City Chiefs 7, Green Bay Packers 7. Green Bay will be getting the ball back with 10:40 to play in the second quarter, with the game tied at 7. Fletcher Smith boots the ball to the 2-yard line. Donnie Anderson receives the ball and returns it to the 27-yard line, a 25-yard return. First and 10, last drive they had was 3 and out. Let's see what Bart Starr can do. Split back formation. Elijah Pitts goes along the left side and gets to the 32-yard line, a 5-yard run. Second and 5. Jim Taylor fights off 2 tacklers and bowls his way to get a couple more yards. The refs call it a 3-yard run. Third and 2. Oh, it's play action pass. Carroll Dale is wide open and will make it to the end zone untouched. It's going to be a Green Bay touchdown. There is a penalty on the play, and the Packers are walking it back. The Packers were called for a legal procedure on the play. That will wipe out the score. Surprise, surprise, the referees messed that up. The ball was placed on the Green Bay 32-yard line. It should have been placed on the 31. Third and 5. Bart Starr goes back to pass, and he throws to Max McGee for a 10-yard completion. First down. First and 10. Taylor and Pitts in the backfield. Starr looking to pass, and he throws to Carroll Dale, who is unable to get a hold of the ball. Incomplete. Second and 10. Deadly combo in the backfield again. Looks like Starr is looking for a screen pass, but the Chiefs got it covered. He throws it towards Elijah Pitts, who has no chance of getting it. Looks like he just threw it away. Third and 10. They need a first down to keep this driver alive. His offensive line is giving him lots of time, and he finds Carroll Darrell for a 15-yard first down. I'm noticing a difference in the pass protection. First and 10. Starr's getting a lot more time. Let's see if it keeps up. It's a handoff. Taylor goes along the left side of the line for 3 yards. Another running play. Elijah Pitts up the middle for 2 yards. Third and 5. Starr with plenty of time finds tight end Mara Fleming for 11 yards. Another third down conversion. That's the third one for this drive. Green Bay's got some serious momentum on this drive. First and 10. Jim Taylor running up the middle to gain a few yards. He gets 3. Second and 7. Starr hands off to Pitt, who is stuffed up the middle for no gain. Andy Rice gets the credit for that tackle. Third and 7, and another third down on this drive. Unbelievable protection. Starr with all kinds of time. Throws to Elijah Pitts for 10 yards. First down. First and 10. Taylor the sole back. He gets the ball. They are running the Packer sweep with Jerry Kramer and Fuzzy Thurston in the front of him. He's found a hole and runs to the end zone for a 14-yard touchdown. Just a textbook execution of the power sweep. This offensive line has provided plenty of time for Bart Starr to pass, and now they opened a hole for Jim Taylor to score. Take a look at the replay as both offensive tackles come out to the left side to block. The Chiefs overcompensate, and Taylor cuts inside the huge gap. Actually, Kramer doesn't do much. He just does a little nudge, and Taylor gets through that gap. With that touchdown run, let's take a look at Green Bay's greatest running back, the legendary Jim Taylor. A graduate of Louisiana State University, his collegiate career consists of 1,314 yards and 20 touchdowns. He led the SEC in scoring in 1956 and 57, first team All-American, first team All-SEC, played in the Senior Bowl and was named the game's MVP. Selected 15th overall in the second round of the 1958 NFL Draft by the Green Bay Packers. In 1960, he carried the ball league-high 230 times for 1,101 yards and scored 11 touchdowns. In 1962, he set a league record by scoring 19 touchdowns and won the NFL rushing title with 1,474 yards. He received the Player of the Year in 1962, awarded the Jim Thorpe Trophy by the Newspaper Enterprise Association. He became the first player to record 5 consecutive 1,000-yard rushing seasons, and he was named MVP of the 1965 NFL Championship game. His career consists of 1,941 rushes for 8,597 yards, 4.4 yards per carry, and 83 touchdowns. He also had 225 receptions for 1,756 yards and 10 touchdowns. He played in 7 playoff games, having 508 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns in those games. He is a Super Bowl champion, 4-time NFL champion, NFL MVP 1962, 3-time first team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowl, NFL rushing yards leader in 1962, 2-time NFL rushing touchdown leader in 1961, and 62 NFL scoring leader 1962. He is a member of the Professional Football Hall of Fame, the NFL 1960s All-Decade Team, Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame. He was in fact the first Packers player from the Lombardy area to be inducted. He's also included in the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame and the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame. His 8,207 rushing yards with the Packers remained a franchise record until Ahman Green surpassed it in 2009. His 1,474 yards in a single season in 1962 was not surpassed until Green ran for 1,883 yards in 2003. At his retirement, Taylor's 83 career rushing touchdowns placed him behind only Jim Brown. Let's go back to the game for Don Chandler's extra point attempt, and it's good. Kansas City Chiefs 7, Green Bay Packers 14. Kansas City will get the ball on the kickoff for their 4th possession of the game. 4:37 left to play in the second quarter. Don Chandler's kick goes to the Chiefs' 6-yard line. Mike Garrett aggressively gets the ball and runs 20 yards to the 26-yard line. Look at 87 Aaron Brown, the rookie out of University of Minnesota. His greatest disappointment was not starting in Super Bowl I, but on this play he takes out his frustrations out on Mike Brown. And Gail Gillingham. Bam! Oh man, this is real time again. I just think that's awesome. Back to the game. 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. Mike Garrett in the backfield. Len Dawson rolling out left, looking to pass. Dawson is pressured by Lionel Aldridge. He dodges him, but Henry Jordan hits Dawson and gets the sack. Looking at the replay, Jordan shows the determination to get back up after he fell and pursues Dawson. Dawson just manages to avoid Aldridge, but Jordan is waiting for him. Poor Aldridge, all he got for his troubles was getting hammered by his own teammate, Ron Korstelski. With that sack, it's 2nd and long 18. Dawson drops back. Packers are on him. He gets the ball off to his tight end, Fred Arbanis, for 12 yards. Arbanis looks shaken up on the play. Leroy Caffey with that hit. 3rd and a manageable 6. Dawson with a quick slant pass to Otis Taylor for 11 yards. That's a first down. Tackled by Herb Adelaide, but Ray Nitschke hits him on top hard. Taylor doesn't care for it and confronts him. Nitschke is like, what? 1st and 10. Dawson looking to pass again. He gets pressure but gets the ball off to Chris Burford. What a catch! Burford is tackled by Dave Robinson. A 27-yard completion. Look at the replay. The Chiefs' offensive line is having problems. Willie Davis and Henry Jordan almost get to Dawson, and it looks like number 40 Tom Brown thinks he got an interception, but Burford jumps up and snags the ball in the air. 1st and 10 on the Packers' 32-yard line. Dawson hands off to Garrett for a 2-yard run. 2nd and 8. McClinton and Garrett in the backfield. Another run play. McClinton gets the ball and fumbles. He recovers the ball but is down for a 2-yard loss. Henry Jordan stripped McClinton. Take a look at the replay. Watch as Jordan easily slips past Ed Bundy to get to Clinton and punches the ball out. 3rd and 10, 1:49 to play on the Packers' 32-yard line. Dawson barely gets that ball out. He throws to Mike Garrett, who scrambles for 8 yards. 2 yards short of the first down. The Chiefs field goal unit coming onto the field for the 31-yard attempt. Man, I gotta say this, the Chiefs offensive line is not giving Dawson any time. This year, Mike Mercer is 4 for 5 from this range. And it's good. Kansas City Chiefs 10, Green Bay Packers 14. With less than a minute to play, let's finish the half. Fletcher Smith boots the ball down the field. Herb Adelaide has to scramble a bit to get to the ball on the 6-yard line. He runs 20 yards to the 26-yard line. With only 42 seconds left to play, Bart Starr hands off to Elijah Pitts, who runs right and is tackled by Bobby Bell for a 7-yard gain. And that will be the last play of the first half. Before we go through the second quarter stats, let's look at Henry Jordan, who had the incredible sack and forced fumble during the last drive. A graduate of the University of Virginia, he was captain of the football team as a senior, named All-Atlantic Coast Conference in 1957, selected in the 5th round in the 1957 NFL Draft by the Cleveland Browns, played for 2 years with the Browns but he never started. Traded to the Green Bay Packers in 1959, his career stats consist of 59.5 sacks, 21 forced fumbles, and he also has an interception. His stats in the 8 playoff games include 6 sacks. He's a 5-time NFL champion, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 7-time All-Pro, 4-time Pro Bowl. He is a member of the Professional Football Hall of Fame, Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame, and Virginia Sports Hall of Fame. Now let's take a look at the second quarter stats. First, Green Bay. Bart Starr had only 50% completions, but all his passes resulted in first downs. Let's take a look at those throws. Do you remember the pressure he got in the first quarter? Almost non-existent in the second quarter. His first pass was just a bad throw. His second pass was good, but Willie Mitchell did a great job knocking it out of Dale's hands. His TD pass to Dale was negated by a penalty, so that doesn't count on the stats. Look at the next passing play. No pressure, great pass, first down. The next pass had some pressure, but the pass was completed, another first down. Here were the next incompletions. No pressure, but good coverage. The next one was a blown screen pass. Elijah wasn't available, so he threw it away. No pressure though. No pressure on the next one. Great pass and catch, first down. And again, no pressure and another first down. Green Bay had 8 rushes, none spectacular, but just hard-nosed football. Look at Jim Taylor's 4 rushes. Every run he had to earn each yard. But his 4th carry during the drive resulted in a 14-yard touchdown. Looking at the other stats, Starr is dishing out the ball to all his players, and of course, the sack and forced fumble by Henry Jordan. Despite that, Kansas City was still able to overcome these plays and get points on the board this quarter. And here's a quick glance at the special teams. Nothing standing out. And let's take a look at the Chiefs stats. Len Dawson stands out. After a shaky first quarter, he is perfect. 7 for 7, 113 yards, 4 first downs and a touchdown. But all these were under great duress. Let's look at the 7 passes. First one under pressure, but he finds Mike Garrett, who extends the play. The next 2 passes were pass action plays, which the Packers apparently bit really hard on. Their first one is Otis Taylor. And of course the next play, the pass action allowed Dawson enough time to find Curtis McClinton in the end zone. His next pass attempted on the second possession was a sack by Henry Jordan, an example of him not getting away from the pressure that his offensive line is not able to hold back. Next pass attempt, again huge pressure, but he gets the ball off. Next one is a quick pass, still had some pressure despite the quick play. The next one is a great pass and throw, but see the pressure? His last throw in the quarter, he had Packer players all over him. He just got the ball off to Mike Garrett. Looking at the other stats, nothing stands out in the rushing, and as with Starr, Dawson is handing out the ball to all his key players. As with Green Bay, nothing too noteworthy in the special teams this quarter. Looking deeper into the stats, Green Bay is even with 8 rushes and 8 passing attempts. Third down conversions is wild at 80%. Kansas City isn't bad either, 2 out of 3 third down conversions. Green Bay got all their first downs through passing. Kansas City was a slight edge in total yardage. Green Bay had only 1 major drive this quarter, but it was a long, grueling one that consumed a lot of time and ended with a touchdown. Yards per play looking pretty good this quarter for Kansas City. Green Bay's yards per rush looks good with a 14-yard touchdown run by Jim Taylor. Great passing numbers for the Chiefs, and I am sure Bart Starr will make sure that he is more accurate in the second half. No major turnovers, and the 2 plays by Henry Jordan did not hamper Kansas City, though you could say the tackle for loss ultimately forced Kansas City to go for a field goal. No particular stats on special teams, and that time of possession is very even. You've reached the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and make the football gods proud. That's all we want. and make a comment on what we can do to improve our format.